Welcome back with the Olympic Games in Rio, now moving into high gear. Jamaicans everywhere are ready to cheer on and once again revel in the glory our men and women will no doubt bring us from the games. And what better way to bring Jamaicans together than through the power of its music?
Black, gold and green, that's the colors of my team.
Chimney Records brings the beat, featuring a number of A-list Jamaican artists in quest of an Olympic anthem. Now, if you know anything about Chimney Records, you would know that they are one of the hottest producers in Jamaica's music, the go-to producers right now. We're joined in this segment by its principals, Jordan Mcclure and David Hayle, along with one of the 5 big names on the record, the diva in dancehall, Tifa, right now, right here on our stage. Gentlemen, yes sir, and the diva, the best for last. Welcome diva, and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. David, kick off and tell us. I know your work is always going to be bigger than you as producer. So just remind us of some of the big work that you've put out in recent time.
Well, we just recently released Toll Road Rhythm with a few big names on there. That's doing really well now. But
that's the latest project?
Yeah, that's the latest one, including a Vibes Cartel single. But people would probably be familiar with Happy Hour Rhythm.
Rising Sun.
Rising Sun Rhythm, Tropical Escape Rhythm. You know, those are some of the really big ones so far.
Yes, and everybody around the world right now will quickly remember these records and know now. Hopefully, some will just be knowing. He's very popular, maybe more popular than you, maybe because of his height.
I mean, he's kind of hard.
Jordan is very high. You know?
Yeah, he's kind of hard to miss, you know, and he also hangs out with the artists more, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
kind
miss
of a
it.
little more antisocial sometimes. So that might
Maybe you're the harder worker. He's the star guy. So, star guy, jump in and talk about this project for us. It's Genesis. How did it come about?
The Bring the Beat project you're talking about. That one in particular, it kind of materialized from a conversation that I was having with Marshall Montano and his manager at Breakfast Party earlier this year during the carnival season.
Okay.
I was just walking around the party and I woke up a bunch of people and them say come around backstage. I go around backstage, link up with Marshall, Kess, the whole of the Trinity artists, and I was talking with Marshall and his manager, and they were, we're just kind of coming up with an idea about we need to kind of find a fusion between soca and dancehall, and how are we going to do it, And just in back and forth correspondence, we eventually decided that, Olympics coming up, we need to, bring about some kind of pride for the artists and for our countries and our various, genres of music and so on. So that's kind of where the whole thing evolved from.
Interesting. So there would be, the project really, inspiration behind it and so on. It's a coming together of the music, which we're known for and powerful for the Caribbean,
Right.
and our sportsmen and women,
Right.
and what they have achieved for us.
Yeah, and the various genres of music that we
So an anthem indeed could come out of this.
Yes.
And so to go on now and talk a little bit about bringing now the project to fruition.
All right, so what happened at that point is that Marshall sent a demo of an idea with some vocals. He and some of his producers in Trinidad teamed up and they did some stuff and then they sent it to us. We did some more stuff and sent it back to them, then they sent it to some other producers in the States. It went over to Cayman to another producer over there. And it's just back and forth all over the place being rearranged until we finally came up with this one, final composition. And that was the one with the original one, which was with Marshall and Tess and Chin. And then, at which point now we decided that, each various country we're going to do a remix. So they have a Trinidad remix, which is like Kess and some other artists. I think Destra is on that one as well. And then we produced the Jamaica remix, which is Tifa, Beanie Man, Charlie Black, Taurus Riley, and Ding Dong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So David, the Jamaican remix is what we're about to drop right now. The video for it, we're about to drop, right?
Yeah. It's a spirit of collaboration and unity, but even with the Jamaican version, we're still encouraging collaboration within dancehall and reggae music itself, and trying to show and inspire people that, yo, we're better, we're stronger when we're unified, and to present that to the world, and something that we can be proud of.
Wow. Wow, what a wonderful thing you guys are doing, using the opportunity of the games to do. So Tifa,
Yes, sir.
the artist, and you you're one of the artists on it. Do you feel Caribbean in this rhythm? Do you feel the rhythm? Is the rhythm speaking to you in a Caribbean language and not just a Jamaican reggae dancehall language?
I mean, most definitely with the whistles and this, the familiar sounds that you'd hear in carnival music. But as I said, it's a perfect fusion of, Caribbean, but with our Jamaican touch on it.
Yes. All right. So what we're gonna do now is to kill the suspense and go to the music, and then we'll talk later. All right? Let's go to it.
Winning, this is Beanie Man. Hey. No bother wait with it. Don't make case with it. Now go play with it. Oh no. No, I straight winning. First place with it. No debate, this is no
the blacks, Jamaica press gas. We run the tracks, everybody know facts. Be proud of your country, me want see the flags. Ball let a jump up, Rasta man a flash.
Usain Bolt and Shelly and Fraser, they are the kings and queen in a running.
That's true.
Beanie Man are the king for the dancehall. Baba the king in a hall reggae singing. At the Olympic Games, no matter what talk, it's gold and silver we winning. Celebration time, we first cross the line and all the Caribbean grinning.
From Kingston, Jamaica to the 14 parishes, we are gonna take it to the world. Bring the beat every sport, every champion boy, champion girl.
black, gold and green, that's the colors of my team. We mad that we mean, we're bringing the beat. Oh, we're bringing it. Oh, we're bringing it. Turble with turble, Paros Riley singing it. Hurry up and bring it, bring the beat. Born winners cannot be defeated.
Hey, 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 move on. Hey, hey, hey.
All right. Oh yes, definitely bringing the beat right there. And if there's a favorite for me in there, it's Zulu.
Diva, huh?
The diva is my favorite in that. Tiff.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Did you see the video before?
I glimpsed it. I glimpsed a bit.
You get the fullness right
Yeah, I
there.
got the full of it.
So how you feel about it?
I'm happy about it. I mean, from inception in the recording, it was just a lot of vibes and fun, and Beanie Man is a character, and Ding Dong bring him own little vibe to it. So I mean, it was just fun. Taurus, everybody, it was just a fun vibe that day. It was easy to write.
And big up RD Studios.
Yeah, big up RD Studios are directing.
Every time. Right?
Okay. And who is the director for it?
Corruption and Steez.
Okay. It's nice, and I hope it's. Where's the single now? The single is out rotating already?
Yeah, it's on radio and various media.
And the
It
video.
was on Grand Gala also. It was at the Grand Gala
it
also
was-
where it played and
At Stadium.
Yeah, at Stadium, yeah.
And what was the response like?
Awesome.
Good, very good.
Very good. But anyway, let's get into now some updates. So, with you, David, you were talking about a new project.
Yeah.
Talk a
that's-
little bit more about that. What's on the cutting table right now? What else? And what are we to expect from you? A leading go-to producer in Jamaica's music.
All right, well, as we mentioned, Toll Road Rhythm is out right now. Also, Training Wheel by Vibes Cartel, which is actually a single. It's not actually part of Toll Road Rhythm. A lot of people seem to think that it is, but it's actually a separate single. altogether.
Okay.
But yeah, right now we're working on a couple EPs for a couple artists. We're also working on a compilation project that would go out as Chimney Records. So it's kind of like us collaborating with different artists, different sounds, kind of cutting edge vibes and themes that you probably might not have heard us express before, but we're always trying to innovate with sounds and music, try and bring in fresh ideas while maintaining the core of what we know and love, which is dancehall and reggae.
Yeah, Jordan, the international mainstream is inundated with dancehall at the moment. Sampling, I don't know, maybe you guys have been sampled your own work.
Not yet.
Not yet, they haven't sampled you yet. But where are you on this? And are you you must be preing that mainstream space.
Yeah, but not in a negative way. I think it's helping us is kind of helping to bring what we do to the fore, you know what I mean? I think what we need to do is step up and own it, so that they don't eventually just take it away from us, you know?
Yeah, and aren't you being sought by, are they looking for you? Are you being?
Yeah, I mean, we have projects that we've worked on already and projects that we're actually currently in the process of working on now. So, I mean, look out for some of those soon. Hopefully they will be big, you know. And then you have other producers that have been working on stuff as well. You have like Steven and Dupes, them just work on Controller with Drake.
Yes.
You know, that's big, you know, that's helping our culture and our music as well, you know what I mean? You have Drake always big, you know, Popcorn, and that's nothing but helping to highlight dancehall music, you know what I mean? So there's no way I can be vexed about that.
I'm glad that you're seeing it that way as a creator. Now, Tiff, this is a great year for you. Another great year, right? Am I correct?
Yeah,
it's going well so far for you. So talk about the success. Some of the success of your big Burn Up the Place has to be on every playlist single.
Well, Big Bumper is doing up to now, you know, really, really well. It is still on BBC Radio 1's playlist, so that's like mainstream radio in the UK.
Okay, yeah, of course, yes.
It has been picked up on all major mix shows, on all major stations in the United States also. I think it's number 16 or something like that on the mix show charts. So Big Bumper is doing really, really well. You can probably possibly look out for a collaboration that is concerned, as well
major.
As well
mainstream.
as well as there might be a possible signing. You know, people have been reaching out to me again, you know, since that disconnect from the whole Island Kings thing 2 years ago. So and then in a couple of weeks to leave, you know, Labor Day is a big weekend over there, Labor Day weekend. So I will be in New York. I'll be on most major shows over there, heading to Canada, heading to California. So it's gonna be pretty busy leading up, you know, in the next couple of weeks, leading up to the rest of the year. As well as, of course, the Side Chick Upgrade that we plan to shoot the video for soon. And the Toll Road Rhythm, Don't Try Me. Situation is also out. I released, I think, probably 6 singles in the past 2 weeks. So, you know what I mean? It's just constant work.
Sounds like you're poised. So how are you bringing the mainstream? You're poised for?
No, I want it. I mean, that was always my dream, because I always say, you know, other than, you know, Sean Paul and Shaggy and Patra back then, no female has done it like Patra back then. So that was always my dream, to be like, you know, the Patra of now. You know what I mean? On the Billboard, on the major talk shows, a Good Morning America, so on and so forth. That was always my dream as a Jamaican female.
Of course. It's got to be. That's the kind of ambition that we want to see more of, being expressed by our artists. But gentlemen, Shaggy and Sean Paul, their presence are the only two who are actually facing the Jamaican sound in mainstream. We're hearing and seeing Shaggy. We're hearing Shaggy and Sean, and seeing them too, their images in there. Why do you think there aren't more of us being called to be facing some of these samples? I'm gonna take a quick sample. Jordan, and they're not using the artist to their sampling in there, their image, their likeness in the record.
To me, I'm not pointing any fingers, but I think it has something to do with the lack of professionalism within our industry. It's much easier for them to just go and take something that's already created and just pay for it.
Just buy it out.
Than to try and have to come deal with us and deal with them. I try to call when we not answer our phone. Them send email, we don't respond. You know, hype on them and all kind of different things. You know what I mean? It's much easier for them to just chop out something, splice it in, and just call and say, yo, collect a check.
And the people who are making that decision are people like you, right, David? The producers of music and the managers, including producers who are more creative, but there are managers too, who are looking at and assessing the same thing that Jordan is talking about. The liability that may come with bringing Tifa into the mix. Use her image and likeness in the project. And to what extent her brand will bring value to this brand, this Drake brand or this other brand, whatever brand. That's the assessment being made, and it's not going well for us, for our artists.
I guess what each individual brand / artist / production house has to do is make sure that you maintain and uphold your reputation for professionalism, for being able, ease of being able to be worked with, so that you establish that reputation, and as it spreads, people will be more willing to work with you. Also bring more value to the table, as you said.
Tifa, how ready are you?
I've been ready.
Yeah.
And I think I totally agree with the 2 points. But I think that they realize that there's, every couple of years there's a wave or there's a trend. I think dancehall is the wave right now. And I think they realize it. Because if you notice, more of us are being entered, onto the Billboard charts. Charlie Black, Missy Javada entered yesterday, Nyanda with her song, and they're being put into commercials. I think they realize that there is a wave, and I think that now more than ever, the evolution has come. You know what I mean? The change.
And we want it to stay, not a wave. No more dips. Stay and lift and lift. Absolutely. Tsunami. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for this conversation. We're always going to talk issues and a little more substance when we get a chance on stage. So forgive me if we draw you out by certain things, so you never expect it. But congrats on the project. We're looking forward to its growth and the anthem it will become. We're looking forward to saying and declaring right here on stage that it is indeed an anthem. Much love, much respect. Let's sing. All right, stay with us right here on stage. Still to come, how far one third-generation Jamaican international footballer has gone to give back and stay true to his Jamaican roots, and his plans to transition into the business of music.
From Kingston, Jamaica to the 14 parishes, we are gonna take it to the world. Bring the beat of sport every champion boy, champion girl.
Hey, thanks for watching our video. Well, there's so much more where that came from, and all you have to do is to click subscribe and be on stage always.
The world as a place, and you look at, if you was to ask anyone around the world, I'm talking about the whole world, and you was to ask them, name me 3 countries that you love, Jamaica would always be one.